We've looked at the Gulf of Mexico and the way that tourism and the oil industry interact there. And what we found is that in places where you've got oil infrastructure, whether it's pipelines or refineries, all the stuff that comes along with drilling, tourism GDP is less than half of the places where it doesn't. For communities like North Carolina that rely really heavily on the folks who come to enjoy our natural resources, this was just a bad idea from the get-go.
I'm sure you have seen or heard that the governor has a different point of view. He seemed very upset and said it would conceivably cost North Carolina thousands of jobs and also make us more reliant on Middle Eastern oil supplies. I wondered what you thought when you heard that.
Yeah, in terms of the oil supply, that's actually something that the federal government addressed yesterday. They said explicitly that canceling this lease sale on the east coast of the United States would be a reduction in oil supply of less than 0.1%. So this notion that somehow we're relying on offshore oil off of North Carolina for energy independence is simply not true. It's not borne out by any of the facts. The United States is doing just fine in terms of energy independence right now. So I think that's a total red herring. It's really not an issue. In terms of jobs, what we know, again, looking at the facts, is North Carolina has a thriving coastal economy, tourism, fishing, all those sorts of things that bring in millions to the state as it is. So these jobs that they're talking about are fictional. They don't actually exist right now. It's promises of what possibly could be. And interesting, one of the things that they always tout is $19 billion in revenue sharing that could be coming to the Southeast states, which is not even allowed by federal law. So I actually don't think those critiques have any merit to them.